Good. That's not the morning. We were thinking if I was messing with. Anyway, good morning to you. It is Free Form Friday. Today we oh man, I thought I had this all figured out. But you know what? We're just gonna go here and keep it a stack. We are here to talk to you about whatever it is you have a need for. Today, we are looking at answering your questions and playing your songs. I know some of you have come for the piano, and that's good. Some of you have come to see the special at the end. Some of you have come to just gather and think about your day and how it's going to go, or maybe how it's already going. I look and I think of those across the pond in Europe somewhere at the Greenwich Mean Time or Central European Standard, homesick, big time, Shireen, even our coach Remy, and some of you in Africa, Burundian traveler, all around the world you've come. And I'm here to play your songs and answer your questions today. So, without much ado, I believe we have carried it through. But I also wanted to say, who am I? It's like, who are you, dude? My name is David Hunt, and this is the Quiet Time Piano Free Form Friday edition. In this space, we help people just see one, what is possible with a live video, and your journey has stories, and some of those stories can help people in their own journey, in their stories. And so it behooves us, behoove, that's a word. It's incumbent, ooh, that's another word. It's our main duty to pass along the wisdom and the gems that we have picked up along the way. And one of the things that I have found is that if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And so that's what we are about. So after I play your songs and we answer your questions, there is one thing there. It's been a debate, in my own mind, and I have already put it to rest, but I wanted to just make sure. So I have a surprise at the end. All right. I would like to add that if you see your like button and it looks like it's just an outline, like the share and the clip and all of that other stuff, it just looks like an outline, just click it and make it solid. That's it. Make it solid. make it solid. Just wanted to check. Oh, okay. It actually does show the dislikes. Interesting. Cool. Moving on the fast lane. Let's get jiggy. Is that the song, Wally? I don't know. Listen, I know some songs that are on the mainstream, but there are some that I don't know. You may call out one that I'm like, yo, yeah, I really don't know that one. If I know it and I could make it so that I don't get a copyright claim, we is going to try. We is we are going to try to make sure that we get it together. Sick, I don't know either, but if you play it, let me see. What if so? Play and let's see. Oh, Molly, I might as well acknowledge you guys. Is that happy Friday, MLB crew? We have Laquita coming in first today. Free Form Friday. Please add your songs to the chat and ask your questions. Okay, here's a question. Why? Why? Why eat the okra out of all things, Wally? It's as much as I keep decrying the the value, the value, decrying the taste and the slime and all that stuff. I still want to make sure that people say you haven't tried it right. I'm like, maybe that's true, because there are people who, even among this very audience, who have um, tried a different way and they found that they liked it because they swore by it. It's like, nope, not doing it, not doing it. Mm-mm, you're not gonna get me. And lo and behold, for sure, they do get it. So that's why I attempt to do it to prove myself that it is the way it is. All right, so let's see what other questions or songs. I don't move in the fast lane. I'm on the island of Van in Sweden and welcoming participants to my annual. That is amazing. Slowly coming in and David's music in the background. I swear it's Friday. Yes, he probably meant to type Friday. Mac, it's okay. Happy Friday. That's what I said. On the island of Ven in Sweden, welcoming students to my annual guitar retreat. Slowly coming in, David's music in the background. Absolutely. Absolutely. You could even put on your episode, Mac, in where we were playing uh, music together. So, if you guys don't have a song ready to go or a question, I got plenty. Got I've got a lot that I can do in the meantime. And I'm going to just bring this one over here. I'm going to move that there. performance mode and then bring this back here. We can we can do this. This is a song. Um, I can't remember what it's called. I'll figure it out later. I can't remember what it's called. But okay. Sing the Rain song. Sing the Rain song. Rain. I don't have one called Sing the Rain. Maybe Sing the Rain song. It's like you need some. You need some rain. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Yes, indeed. This was called Remember. It's called Remember. And so that that is one. I remembered this one as I was playing through all of my videos. I put them in a playlist. You could look for them on the channel. If you click on after this video is done, you click on my name and you go through the channel, and you I just put in a playlist and just have it playing. Because I realized my watch time is down. It's like, wait, what? So I got two computers, put it in just put it in the browser and play. That's good. So Brenda, welcome. So glad that you came through for a minute. And if there are no questions, I'll just keep playing. Um, Quita and Wally, y'all need to exemplify the MLB crew philosophy. Oh man. She's like, yes, I'm doing that. I'm making life better by proclaiming how good Okra is. And yes, this is really live, Sarah Jones. This is really live. I'm live right now. I'm going to prove it. It's like, yes, Sarah, this is really live and you are banned. It is. So, I apologize, Sarah. We really don't. It's a family friendly show and we will keep it that way. All right. Cool. So, in this one, please add songs to the chat. I'll play if they're copyright free. That is. That was actually called. I can't remember exactly because I've written a bunch of songs, but that one I heard it and I was like, "Oh man, that's good. I gotta bring it back." And as Wally was talking about how hot it was, it's like, "Oh, you call that the rain song?" So that was actually the rain song version of that song. Ah, send the rain, take away the heat, send it, make us complete. All right. Brenda, I am based out of Massachusetts, here on the East Coast. I know you're on, I believe, Central Time. It is, yeah, it's 6:27, I believe, right now. Let's get fast hand jazzy. All right. So this is one that we did a couple of weeks ago, and it has become like one of my favorite songs. You know, I just completed a 30 for 30, just writing different songs. And I wanted to put something together. I used something that was um, something familiar. So here's what I call. Uh, well, you'll figure it out. Yeah, you'll figure it out. Yes, Central Time over there. Is it in there? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, so Beethoven's groove into a little bit of put a ribbon on it. That's that's where that is. Grateful always for each and every one of you. Know someone may have mentioned the MLB crew somewhere in here, and I just wanted to just touch on what the MLB crew philosophy is. And basically, all it is we utilize our hands, our voice, and our heart, fueled by love. And the three things: our hands, our voice, and our heart, fueled by love, to make life better. The MLB crew, it's not Major League Baseball, but we use our hands and our voice and our heart to hit a home run, make life better for the people around us. So as you go about your day, as you do your thing, as you live your life and have your own journey, your journey and the touch points and the things that you've learned can be used by others to make life better, to make their lives better. And so, one of the ways I do that, using my voice as well as my hands and the power of live streaming to bring the technology and the musical pieces of my life together in this format, this forum, to to make an impact, right? To make life better for you. So you listen to the soothing sounds, and that helps you focus on the tasks that you have to do this day. Albert, I see your song. Rambo Green Hands, good to see you. It's party now. Rambo Green Hands and G Albert are here, he said. And we actually have someone new today. Brenda from Chicago. Brenda, so good to see you here. So I heard a story recently that just blew my mind. There was a man, I don't remember his name, but he got, I think it was into an accident, and he got paralyzed from the neck down. Basically, the only thing that really moved was his left eyelid. And he dictated a book just using his left eyelid. One for yes, two for no, or A, B, C, D, E. I mean, it's a pleasure to listen to, David. You're a blessing. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Rambo. That's awesome. All right. So I think about it. He wrote a book telling a story. I think it's called Memoirs of a Butterfly or something like that. Of like, he was paralyzed from the neck down, right? So he could not move and could not feel when someone held his hand. And so some of the things he was saying in there is like, I miss the taste and the feel of a soft boiled egg. I miss holding the hand of a loved one. Miss um there was one more. Drinking a cup of tea. There are millions of us who take that stuff for granted. It's like, hey, No, I am not. I am not doing that. And so I'm trying to encourage you, if you have lived 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, especially those who are over 40 and are older. I'm older than 40, so I can talk about it. In this space, you have been on a journey, and the touch points on that journey have stories behind them. And those stories are important. Those stories are the life lessons, the gems, the things that you've learned that can make a difference in someone's life. And you're holding on to them. Yes, maybe you have stage, this is, I've been on stage and I sing and I perform, but this is different, right? You get behind the camera and it's like, what am I going to say? I had to learn to eat the ums. My wife is like, you're saying all the time. So I found someone. This happened to be on Clubhouse, and they were talking about eating the ums and the uhs. Doc Rock, one of my mentors, talks about that as well, you know. And it's something that, um, see, I did it again. It was something that I had to learn to do, to pause and then continue on when I gathered my thoughts together. So I am forever grateful to the MLB crew because you guys have helped me craft this thing over time. Yes, making a difference is what I'm all about. He said, Wally, you be on Clubhouse? Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on Clubhouse. There's some sketchy stuff too, but that's with all mediums. On YouTube, you could find anything. Like, if you're looking for it, you can find it. It's there. It's there. So, Wally, let's get the fast hand jab. Okay, I already did some of that. Sick Rambo. I mentioned your name, but I didn't put any of the comments up. It's like, Brenda. So, Wally, Brenda, please. So, hope all is having a blessed day with the host and most beautiful, majestic melodies that soothes the soul. Thank you. Albert, here we go. Never would have made it. But I never would have made it if I didn't have the attitude of gratitude, if I didn't have the fire in my soul to make life better for somebody else. The fire that moves me every day. I wake up 5:30. 5:30 comes quick, y'all. Set everything up night before. Sometimes I don't even do that. I'm just come in, make sure all the stuff's plugged in, turn on the light, and hit the go live button, and then away we go. So, made it, never would have made it without. Never, wow, man. Thank you, Brenda. Appreciate that. It's like Wally, we already party. Facts. Facts, pure facts. Thank you. Wow. And we have the party starter. Why don't we use holy water in vaccines? Because we aren't supposed to take his name in vain. Albert, thank you. Thank you so much. That would cure the madness in the world, Albert. Uh, indeed. Thank you, Miss Ruby. Lovely. You know, when you think about all of the things in the world, when you think about all of the the trial people are upset over the government and the Supreme Court and Texas law, and they're rambling on about all the things that are wrong, and they refuse to look at the millions of things that are right. I'm thinking Wednesday night I was actually decrying to my daughter about, you know, work and all the things that are going on. And then I heard that other story about the paralyzed guy, and I was like, yo, I need to get my act together. Because it's like, wait a minute, I have a story to tell, and I'm here looking at all the three or four things. I only mentioned four things that were wrong, and there probably is a lot more wrong, right? But in my life, I have never been homeless, and it could happen, right? I have never really gone too long without eating. And that's not everybody's story. But we won't know the journey and the story and the touch points if you don't talk about it, right? So this guy was able to write a book and talk about his experience in that book and of the things that he missed, the things he still wished he could do. I'll get the name. I'll get the name. In fact, I could probably do that right now. But I was like, oh man, that spoke to me. That spoke to me. And I said, yo, I'm leading with that on Friday because whew, that stuff will make the difference. Oh, thank you, Laquita, for the reminder. Hey, fam, and Dale, so glad to see you here. I just wanted to say it's it's been oh no, I started to say it's been and I started typing it. I'm texting the person who told me the stories like just give me a moment. Talk amongst yourselves. I could probably put some music on. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought I had lost my song bank. It's like, man, where'd my songs go? But I realized I had put it behind the camera. Right. Here we go. We've got some. It took a while. It took a while, Albert. And Miss Ann Dale, this would be a good one for you to talk about on Tuesday. Making the difference, choosing gratitude, hope, and love. Gratitude, hope, love, peace, joy, all of those attributes, right? All of those attributes. You choose. Like, here's another one. I was listening to the couples table with Tom Buck and Heather Ramirez yesterday. And on, they were talking about why don't you quit YouTube? Why you want to quit YouTube? And it's for the same reason that I'm here, just showing you what's possible. Doing my stuff. I'm a musician. This is one of the core tenets of what I do. I'm also a technologist. I'm a musician and I'm also a technologist. Is that better? All right, I know that can come in pretty loud. I'm a musician and I'm also a technologist. Let me just. I think it's normally down here. Okay. The other thing I can do is stop it. Stop it, Dave. And for me, making the difference is what I'm about. So I choose to make a difference, right? In a few minutes, we're going to talk about the okra. I choose to do this. I could 5:30, I could roll over and go back to sleep. Yeah. When the alarm goes off, I like feet on the ground and oh, looked it up. Look at that, Albert. Um, I choose to make this. It's a sacrifice, yes, but anything worth doing is worth sacrificing. That's it right there. It's in 2019. Paralyzed man writes book using only his eyes. Okay. Okay, it was the son that had the accident. Right. And so Andale, Laquita, Rambo Green Hands, Coach Remy, to come in and create the touch points that we can, you know, and I wish there were times that I wish that I had spent more time. One of my struggle points now, as I was talking to my daughter, is like, yo, I wish I didn't work so much. Right? I could come home, have dinner. This was when the kids were young. I mean, I come home and I'd write silly songs, and I wrote a song for them to go to sleep to, but it was more like a get up and run around song than a sleep song, even though I was saying go to sleep in the song. It was a very active song. Um, yeah, you know, but I that was a choice that I made, and at the time I was the only one working. My kids were very young. We determined we weren't going to send them to daycare or anything like that, but that meant someone had to work. Being from the islands is like, ah, all right, work. You come to the US living, chasing that American dream, but work. So it's important to make sure that you choose wisely. Whew. Choose wisely today. Oh man, I didn't actually mean to get this deep with it, but just listening to Tom Buck and Heather yesterday, they really laid it out. It's like I choose to. It's like people choose to be a doctor and or a lawyer or whatever it is you do for a living. And for a lot of people, your identity is in what you do. It's one of the first questions beyond what is your name, where are you from, what do you, that's the third or fourth question in what do you do? And it helps to provide, your value, and people value you based on what you do. We get to choose our attitude in the storm. Facts. That's it. No, I'm not on Facebook. It was just me here on YouTube, IGB 5473, IGP, IGP 54. Yes, we're only on YouTube for the next few weeks. It's just going to be on YouTube. And if you're coming in and finding us now, we are here. We are here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 a.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. 5 a.m. Central, 6 a.m., 5 a.m. It's actually 11 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Greenwich Mean. And it's also 12 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time. 12 a.m., and then 3 a.m. Pacific. Right. Okay. You know, a lot of people, we just cross over mountain time. We talk about Pacific, we talk about Central, we talk about Eastern. Mountain time gets no love. So I'm going to say 2 a.m. No, 4 a.m. 4 a.m. in the mountain time zone. All right, Dave, get it together. His Ann Dale's like, yes, yes, we really get to choose our attitude in the storm. Ann Dale is usually on Albert at 11, 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. That's why it's the Tuesday live stream. And then we have different videos that she runs during the week. Talking about growing on a homestead. Most it's a farming gardening channel. And she has been in is she no, I'm not sure. She crossed 1,000 subscribers just recently. But I'm not sure if she's in a partnership program yet for YouTube. It takes a while to get those watch hours up. And so, if you want to help the channel, one of the ways you can do it is dropping a buying a song on buymeacoffee.com and also going on there, clicking to subscribe, making a like or comment, making a comment, leaving a comment. And I'm all discombobulated. Leaving a comment and bringing your friends and neighbors and families and your enemies, even your frenemies, all of the above, bringing them along with you, right? See, I said something, making as you rise up, you raise the tide, you bring those in the harbor with you higher as well. As you raise the tide, Alabama, they say roll tide. But no, we raise the tide around here. We raise the tide. So that it goes
higher, higher, higher.
That's what we do. Going higher, 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 higher. All right, so we get to that. I was given this by one of our MLB crew members. And it sounds like a new song. You want to make sure that you are live with us. This is the special surprise I promised. You see the green. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if this is going to work. It's Pickled okra. Oh, I don't know, Wally. Wally, I don't know if you're still here. You better speak now. Forever hold your peace. It's going down. All right. Drum roll. It's bitten. Mm-mm. Oh, David, you should try stand-up comedy. Miss Ruby, wait, what? Why is that going behind? You gotta lock your scenes in place. Oh no. Was it too loud? Was that too loud? I thought I had turned it down. I don't know. I'm gonna give it one more shot. One more shot. You see, it's been bit. Fam. No. No. Succotash was. Mm-mm. No. I think everything else in the succotash was okay. It's just corn, tomatoes, lima beans. But no. No. Oof. So if that's your thing, and go ahead. This is my first time trying pickled okra. Wally, I'm still on the team. Team, I was like, you need some coffee. You need some coffee. Gwen was fitting to buy me some okra yesterday, but thought better and didn't want to waste $10. Yes, that is it. We're gonna have to do something with this pickled okra here. It's like, thank you for the drum roll, Laquita. Yeah, I don't know how I'll do with the stand-up comedy, Miss Ruby. Uh, it's like my eyes just had a whiteout. I couldn't see that. Albert, you are a mess. Oh, you know that pickled okra is gonna stick with you for a few days. Yeah, no. I'm glad I could enjoy okra, and I have this first world problem, right? In that I choose to be like, ugh, I can't stand okra. Let me tell you something. If you get hungry enough, and that's the thing, there are people who are out there hungry in a multitude of ways. They're hungry for love. They're hungry for the truth. They're hungry for a way that brings peace in the midst of their storm. And so maybe your story could be the story. Maybe your gem, your thought could be the one that makes the difference for them. And that's why I encourage everybody. You could, if you have a Gmail, you're on here now. That means you have access to a YouTube channel. You can say, well, what do I do? It's like you think about the skills, you think about the things that you can do. It's like, yeah, I don't do much. Like, you do something very well, something in your wheelhouse. Maybe you start. There were days when I didn't have any musical idea whatsoever to do during my 30 for 30. There's a playlist. I think it's the topmost playlist, 30 songs in 30 days. Once I start playing, the ideas come. So as you create, more, more will come. That's it. I bet your babies will love the okra. Well, Miss Ruby, it's been. I really tried. I tried. I may try some more when we go offline, but surprisingly, that went down a lot better than the succotash. But it was still, I had to choke it down. Really had to choke it down. Really had to choke it down. Now, so before we go, I just want to jump on this story here real quick. He's like, David, how are you doing this? I'm doing it with my trusty, my trusty. Of course, some of these things have. Let's turn this down. Okay. In Canada, a paralyzed man with ALS is publishing his first book after being diagnosed with ALS at 41 years old. The disease led him to lose the ability to move his limbs and his ability to breathe on his own. While he was among his days, the family lost their oldest son, Zach, and his girlfriend in a kayaking accident. So he has ALS, paralyzed, lost the son and the girlfriend, the son and the son's girlfriend. Using a computer, his eyes are tracked as he looks at each letter and spells out each thought. He's a doctor. So, whatever loss you suffer in your life, there is a way through it. I have been through it. I can guide you. It's a very optimistic book. His new book called Still Life, where he describes the challenges of living with ALS and life after losing his son. Paralyzed, wrote a book. I was just like, Dave, what are you doing? And what do I have to complain about? I choose to use what I have to make life better. That's the bottom line. I choose to make life better. Thank you, Albert, for finding a link. Man, I choose. I choose. I choose liberty. Choose life. Choose love. I choose you. It's been real. It's been good. It's been really good. But as with all gifts, you gotta wrap it. It's been good. It's been real. It's been real good. But that's a wrap. You put a ribbon on it, put a bow on it. Yeah. Put a ribbon on. Put a ribbon on it. Put a ribbon on it. We'll see you on Monday. Monday music meditation is going to be pretty much all music, all day, every day, as well as Wednesday, workshop Wednesday, and Freeform Friday. This was a good one today. Good one today. Oh, before I let you go, listen, I wanted to touch base with this one. Touch base. It's like, David, how are you doing all of this? I'm using a software called Ecamm. Ecamm is having a special this month. You pay 30% less. You get 30% off. 30% off Ecamm. Try it for 14 days. It can be a little intimidating. I'll just give you a quick overview. Ecamm is the screen, scenes, all of the scenes here are in this space. All of the overlays, like the Buy Me a Coffee overlay. If I wanted to go with Uno, right? Songs for Friday. Those were possible songs that I would have played. And so that's where that sits. So we make this different elements like on the right, sorry, the left. Is that the left? Yes. On the left, I put my camera overlay. And then we have the background image. And then we have the computer image and the Ecamm live image. That's also there. And then underneath is a text overlay. And all it says try Ecamm Live. DavidHunt.link/Ecamm. And the code to use when you go to purchase using this link will be, and you can pay monthly, you can pay yearly. I believe there's a little bit of a discount on the yearly subscription, and you get 30% off of that. Right. So David said, that's a lot of money. It is money. When you think of this software, what Ecamm does, Ecamm allows you to do for the amount it is what 20, $30,000 worth of equipment in a television studio used to do. Changing scenes, that stuff all done with hardware. Changing cameras. I'm still using hardware to do that, right? Whoa, that camera's off. Camera's on. Bringing things on screen and moving them away. That's a sweet gift. All right. It is 7:25. Lord have mercy. Gotta get out of here. Thank you so much for being here today. Today, we have had a lot to chew on, but I think it's good. So, we really appreciate you sticking around and giving it the good old thumbs up. If you found value in it today, click the subscribe button if you haven't, as well as invite your friends. Just put it on, find one of the playlists, put it on repeat, and just let it run in the background. Right? As long as your data allows. Laquita, 11:15, stop it. But the rest of the time, put it on and we'll keep it moving. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you in the next one. Ciao. Have a great weekend. See ya.